Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Well, let's find out. I've made 3 readings here. Each of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's timeless reading whenever you get into this good. Have I said that already? I'm not sure. There's 2 ways to win a private reading with me every single month. The first way is to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Click like on this video and leave a comment. If you do that, then you'll be entered into a draw and give you 1 entry. You can enter as many times as you like throughout the month, so get doing that on all my videos. The second way is by getting those deeper dives. Purchase those extended readings to these pick a card reads, and as many as you purchase throughout the month will get you into the second draw, so good luck. Take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? Crystal being out with the open up to change, new moon in Aquarius. Or would you like the flower? Flower is out with the take a reality check, full moon in Capricorn. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the find a balance card, full moon in Libra. Interesting, 2 full moons and a new moon out in the cards. I hadn't noticed that until now. Well, take your pick now. There is timestamps in the description box below and also in the comments below as well to fast forward to your reading. I do a daily tarot, today's tarot, every single day of the year on my YouTube channel. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give 1 question readings. Now you can book in for one of those 1 question readings at any time on my website behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also on up there too. I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show and then send you the link to the replay, so you don't need to be able to make it live or like put it in your calendar and make sure that you're there. You'll still get your reading because they'll send you that replay. Alternatively, you can come live. Find the next show link in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. You can click on set a reminder or notify me, something like that. Come along live, and you can book while I'm live too. I also offer private readings from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also on up there too. There's various different types to choose from, and I get them all out within 48 hours of you ordering them, so in a timely manner, so that you're still going through what it is that you're going through when you purchase the reading. And so take your pick now, crystal, flower or shell, and enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. If you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it's a story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. I need to rescue your cards because they went flying. To find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Let's see. The richness within. I feel like you've got a lot to offer. And find a place to withdraw to. But you're a bit withdrawn, holding back a little bit, hard to get to, hard to reach. Almost like you know just how much you've got to offer, and so you're not just putting it out there for everyone kind of thing. You're hard to reach. I think this person knows that they'll need to kind of make a lot of effort with you. Tell us more. Hard to reach, huh? How are they feeling about crystals right now? Generosity. So they're feeling generous, like they want to give you a lot, like they want to invest in this and make an effort. So they're feeling like they want to make a move toward you, to do things for you. That richness within you, see, they see you as a cat, really. And recharge. Nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe the soul. For some of you, that could be how they met you. Or they see you walking on the beach, or walking out in nature. It doesn't have to be a beach. Of course, not everyone lives near the beach like me. But yeah, they might be wanting to see you there if they do see you when you're out walking sometime. Just for some of you. Let's find out more. How are they feeling about you? Crystals. Crystals. Four of Cups, a little bit disappointed. It feels like because you're hard to get, you're hard to reach, or they're not bumping into you, or they're not seeing you, something like that. It's disappointing. It's like they're waiting for an opportunity with you is what it feels like to me. The Emperor, so Divine Masculine, I feel like this is their energy, so they want to take charge of it. This person has a lot to give with that generosity card. And the Five of Wands reaching higher, so you're better than they've had before. You are like a better caliber of person than they've had before, and they see this as an investment and worth investing in. But I don't know, it just feels like you're elusive at the moment, like, or it might not be that you're doing that. It might just be, like, as I said, the universe isn't lining you up with each other. It's not easy at the moment. You're not just bumping into each other. There isn't the synchronicities about. So the Four of Cups, and that makes them kind of disappointed because I feel like this person is just kind of waiting for the opportunity in order to move forward. The Knight of Materials, but it's going really slowly. They want it to go faster. It's going really slowly, and that's what's disappointing. And like I said, it's not you. I don't think like it's you that's making it slow. I think it's the whole universe. Like, it's just not happening. There's anger behind that. Ooh, it makes me a bit angry. You know, some of them could have had a plan to ask you something, and then suddenly you're not in their vicinity anymore. You know what I mean? They could have bumped into you a load of times, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to ask crystals out or something like that. And then they stop bumping into you, and they're angry about that. It's just like anger toward themselves of not taking the opportunity when the opportunity was there. The Emperor, but I tell you what it is doing, it's building up this divine masculine energy in them that's like, well, I won't let the opportunity pass me by next time. I'm going to take the lead. I'm going to definitely take action on it. Well, I've got the Emperor energy here, apart from that. Four of Emotions and Three of Voices, because it's broken their heart, like it not happening. The Four of Emotions, it was broken the heart, that disappointment. So like I said, it's getting them to step into that Emperor energy, almost like the universe is doing it on purpose. It's like, there's Crystal, there's Crystal, there's Crystal. And they're like, oh yeah, definitely going to ask them. It's like, well, now Crystal isn't there because you didn't, did you? It's that kind of thing. And that has built up their energy, that disappointing energy, to the point of anger at themselves, you know, for not doing it. It's really got them to step up even more into that Emperor energy of being like, yes, definitely going to have the confidence to ask crystals out or make a move. It's burdened them. Oh, the burden is on them, okay, to make the first move. Yeah, it's like they know now. Perhaps they were waiting for you to make the first move before. It could have been that, because they're reaching higher for you. So they might have thought, well, you would make the first move because you're kind of better than they've had before. And now they've realized, oh no, it should have been me that made that move. And they're kicking themselves that they didn't. Five of Wands, because they're reaching higher with you, like you are not out of their league, but certainly better than the last time, better than they've had before. Six of Materials, Eight of Inspiration. They want to tell you that they reciprocate, that they've got plenty to offer and all of that kind of stuff. And they're manifesting this. So, they're manifesting it. I just love the way that this reading is kind of saying the universe appears to have gone wrong here, but it hasn't at all. It's actually got them stepping up in their energy, and they want to directly communicate with you. When this person bumps into you next time, they're absolutely going to say what it was that they wanted to say, but perhaps the nervousness or, you know, held them back previously. They've had time to think about it, and they're not going to hold back this time. Feminine energy. Nice. So yeah, they want you to receive. They want to be generous with you. They want you to know that they've got plenty to offer. They want to tell you that. They're manifesting this, and they want to give to you the feminine energy. So let's find out more how they're feeling about you at the moment. So yeah, they're feeling frustrated because they thought it was all flowing kind of nicely, but they weren't taking charge of it. And now they're feeling like they really want to take charge of it. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. They do want to get in the flow with you. I think that's their preferred way of being, is being in the flow rather than being in that masculine leadership kind of a role. But they know that that's the way that they need to set it off. You want to get into this flow with you, this nice flow. Feels like a very chill person to me. Perhaps it takes a lot of things to heart. Step into your power and open up to change. This is what they've been doing. Stepping into their power and opening up to change and being the creator of that change. Got Aries and Aquarius there. The name could begin with an A. I never say stuff like that in my readings, but there you go, I just did. Fun. So they want to have some fun with you. Strings attached, especially around commitment. It feels to me like someone, they want to have some fun with you, but they want commitment too. But there's a little bit of complication behind that. So whether they are, I don't know. I don't know what the complication is around commitment. It could be anything really, but there's a bit of complication about that. Commitment for them. It doesn't feel like a commitment fire, but it just feels like, I don't know. I don't know what it could be. It could be anything. Healing and rules. Someone that's quite strict with themselves. Could be a Virgo, that kind of personality type. A lot of rules for themselves and healing. They could be very know their mind kind of a person. You know, they know that what they like, they know what they want, they know what they don't want, all of that kind of thing. And there's healing within this relationship, a healing relationship. They feel like that this is going to be good for them. Let's get some messages out from them. What do they want to say? What would they like to say to crystals? I wish I could take it back. You know, there's this feeling like they wish that they'd have taken action when they saw you last, and they didn't. So there's a lot of that frustrating kind of an energy. They feel like you're their soulmate. How are they feeling? What do they want to say? What do they want to say? Please forgive me. Feels again like it's because they didn't take action. I think the world of you. Oh, sweet. What else do they want to say? I'm filled with regret. It's this time. I tell you, they're really frustrated that they didn't take action before. I mean, it could have been easy. I'm working up the courage to contact you. There you go. And it really feels like they are really building up that courage. I wish you were here with me. They want to see you. And I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? Sweet. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that deeper dive, that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So what should you do then? Should you be doing something right now or be waiting just for them to come in? Guidance for you guys in this relationship. You guys together, once you're together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like on this video before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. And because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me, as we'll get in that deeper dive read as well. But if this is where you're leaving me, then good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose a flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers is going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Let's get straight into your reading, flowers, and find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Flowers, how does your person feel about you at the moment? How does your person feel about you at the moment? Elusive. They don't want to tell you because the cards aren't coming out. How does, there we go, flowers person feeling about them at the moment? It just kind of knocked your flower over there as well when they came out. Okay, you've got tending to the future. They're thinking this is going to be a long-term thing. And leave behind what is no longer you. There's a feeling like they need to let go of things before they move things forward with you, because they want this to be a long-term thing with you. So it feels like they're pretty serious about this, but there's something they need to tend to first. Leave behind what's no longer them, something that just like wasn't in alignment with them. You know, when we meet somebody new and there's stuff in our lives that aren't really in alignment with us, but we haven't let go of it yet, we know that like if they came into our life, then we definitely wouldn't want them to be a part of that. You know, like if we've got like crappy people around us or something, it's like, well, I would never introduce like a new partner to that friend because they're not a good friend. And it's like, it could be something like that, you know, like, well, I should be sorting that out for myself. I should have done it for myself. Cuddles. Oh, sweet. They want to cuddle you. Feeling like an emotional closeness with you. Cuddles. Some of them, if they're away from you at the moment, they're really missing you. Rescue. Help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. This person a rescuer. I mean, like in relationships kind of thing. They help needy people. Perhaps they've been in relationships with needy people before. Perhaps they're distancing themselves from those. Like they could have an ex that's still like dependent on them for money or dependent on them for emotional well-being, advice or whatever. They might want to cut that out. It could be something like that for sure. Tell us more. How are they feeling about flowers? How's flowers person feeling about them? Page of Cups. Like, it's early days, but they're very hopeful about this, to the point of fantasy, perhaps obsession, and rose-tinted glasses for sure. They think you're just amazing. And yeah, there's a very fanciful kind of they could be dreaming about you and just imagining that you're just the best thing ever. But they are walking away from something. They're walking away from something, leaving something behind. And the Hierophant, they've learned a lot. Spiritual lessons. It's someone that wants to do things the right way, for sure. They are thinking long term, so they want to do something the right way. And if that has meant that they need to take a step back while they sort something out and walk away from something, that's probably what they're doing at the moment. The Page of Cups, they're very hopeful about this, though, and almost to the point of fantasy. Knight of Inspiration. They've got a lot of attraction towards you and you want to start this off passionately. Strength as well. Feeling like this is a really strong connection and requires some courage from them. But yeah, they want to have an exciting time. They might want to sweep you off your feet kind of thing with that Knight of Inspiration. But there's a lot of physical attraction there as well. So they're fantasizing at the moment about getting together with you and all that will entail. And they could be quite obsessed, but just preoccupied with dreams of you at the moment. What's behind that is ancient wisdom. Interesting. Yeah, there's something, I don't know. It could be like an older family member, their gran or something like that, told them that they'd be with someone like you. Some of them might have had a psychic reading as well that kind of foresaw this. Them getting together with you, or, you know, it's going to be someone that's just like you. I don't know. Eight of Cups, but they do have something to walk away from. Emotional attachment and say no to. It's someone that they've not said no to yet, and they just need to say no. It doesn't feel like they're in a relationship anymore, but like I said, it could be an ex that is still kind of emotionally dependent on them or something like that, especially if they're a rescuer. You know, when we're rescuers and want to help people out, we tend to allow people to stay in our lives. Like we still want to be loved to them. But it's not good for energetically. It's not good. It's like not setting ourselves free properly so that we can move forward. And I feel like that's where your person's at now, and they're realizing it. It's like, well, I'm not really free. I need to be free of this. What's going to happen? You know, you're hanging out at their place and then their ex shows up. Weird. Past, present, and future. They want a future with you, you see. So they know that they've got to let that go. It's not something that they do for themselves, because it's something they were just putting up with, right? Because, well, what's the point? Why do we need to let go of something if I'm just single? I can help them out. It's no problem. And it's only when it's like, oh, thinking of new relationship. Well, I can't have my ex showing up like that. It's something like that. So the Hierophant, they're wanting long term, they're wanting to do things by the book, do things properly so that they can have like a long-term future with you. The World and Three of Materials. It's like they want to make plans with you, perhaps to travel. It could be about travel, but it's about a new chapter in their life. They want to plan it with you. So, you know, if they've been thinking about moving house or something like that, they don't want to do that until they're together with you and then move things forward with you. So they want to do things like by the book, but very much together with you, making new decisions in life together with you. Very nice. Yeah, so this person's real serious about you. Way too many. What's behind that? Perception. They perceive you. Perhaps making good decisions, that kind of thing. Or perceiving that you're very similar to each other and you make similar decisions. You could be very aligned with each other like that. And so that's how they're perceiving you, that you'd be a good one to make decisions with, plan with. How are they feeling? Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So they're feeling like it's going to work out for the best, but there's a bit of space at the moment. It feels, while they're sorting that out, it feels like it's because they need to let go of that person and just like be done with that, assert some boundaries, that kind of thing. Take a reality check. So they might be in the fantasy about you, but they're not in the fantasy about what they need to do before they can get into this. They could be a Capricorn, or the name could begin with a C. Guarded. Spark. They see you as having a guarded heart, but they feel that there's a spark between you. They're hoping you feel that too as well. So they're feeling like you've got a guarded heart, like they need to be careful with you, tread carefully with you and do the right thing for sure. The Hierophant card says they want to do the right thing by you to ensure that this has got a future, you know, that's what they're looking for with you. Some long-term kind of thing. And doubt and joy. Not doubting the joy, but yeah, joy. They think you'll be really happy together, full of joy. But they're doubting whether you're going to say yes to them or not. Whether you're feeling this spark too. They're doubting whether you're on the same page as them. They want to find out. They do. So, what do they want to say? What would they like to say? You make me want to be a better person. Isn't that nice, you know, when somebody lifts us up and makes us want to do better. I mean, the opposite to that is when someone comes into our life and we kind of want to take care of ourselves less, but someone that brings down our energy and we're just like, you know, I've had people like that in my life where I don't care about myself as much, you know, and it's a reflection of them. I don't like being around people that make me care less about myself, but this is the opposite. You make them want to be a better person. This was just a fling. Perhaps they thought it was just going to be a fling. They're certainly not feeling that now. There's a lot of long-term things planned in the future. I feel like I can't give you what you need. Could be a little bit worried that they might not be exactly right for you. Like meeting all of your needs. If they know what your needs are, I don't know. Do they know what your needs are already? Relationship needs. They might be imagining that you need a lot in a relationship. Or they might be imagining that they need to be everything for you, you know. Toxicity. They've got some toxicity around them. They've let it go on, you know. It reminds me when I was in a relationship, and then a member of my family came to visit, and they're so badly behaved, like such an abusive person, so badly behaved, that, you know, I ended up drawing a huge boundary with them. And it's because she treated my partner really badly. And here's the thing. I was letting her treat me really badly, but it was only when she did it to him that I was like, that's it. Right? It's like almost, and I realized it afterwards, it's like, oh my God, why was I putting up with that from her for myself? It's like it was good enough for me, but it's not good enough for him, you know? And it really made me see, it's like, wow, it wasn't good enough for me, and I should have done that for myself, you know, not just when she turned it on him. So, something like that. Passion and desire, please don't give up on me. Don't move on, don't give up on them. They've got a lot of passion and desire for you. I'm filled with regrets. Okay, well, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive, or you want it to be a story. In the deeper dive, in that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So what should you do? What should you say? Is there something for you to do right now? Is there something for you to let go of to be ready for this one as well? And guidance for you guys together. So once you're together, what are the dynamics between you in this relationship? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags that you need to look out for? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw too. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, and this one's for you. Shells, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So, shells, how does your person feel about you at the moment? Let's find out. Hope. They're hopeful about this. They're hopeful that perhaps things will be repaired, or they can make a move towards you, or that you feel the same way as them, but they're feeling hopeful about this. Cozy home. Something about them wanting to kind of be snuggled up with you, chilling out, watching Netflix, that kind of thing. Cozy home. If they haven't been to your place yet, they want to. Patience, but they've got patience. Nice. So they're feeling patient, especially if you're wanting to slow the proceedings down kind of thing. They've got patience. They'll wait. They're okay. Tell us more. How do they feel about shells? Page of Swords, they're paying attention to you, they're looking at you, perhaps your social media, that kind of thing. They're looking out for you, like on the streets and stuff like that. It's like, where is shells? But yeah, I think it's more of a social media kind of thing, paying strong attention to you, close attention to you. King of Swords, clarity. They've got clarity about it, they're feeling clear about you, feeling like sure about you, it could be. That. What else? Ten of Swords, painful endings. Oh. Let's get deeper into all of this then. Page of Swords, watching you. Nine of Emotions, and just day by day, everything that they see and hear about you Makes them realize even more that you're exactly what they've been wishing for. So you're like their dream come true, and that's how they're feeling. And the more that they find out about you, the more that they know that it's you. Like you're everything that they want, all your wishes, all of their wishes. What's behind that is discernment. You're a good choice for them, like good compatibility. So yeah, they're finding out more about you, and as they do, they realize how compatible you both are, and you what they've been wishing for. So they're very clear on that. King of Swords, got clarity. Could be an air sign with that King of Swords coming out. But they've got clarity. Five of Materials. Five of Materials is about doing their own thing, being on that path, knowing what it is that they want. It's usually the cold walk through the snow kind of thing. You don't settle for anything less. You don't go into the church for solace because you know where you're headed and you're going to keep on going there. It's to do with that patience. So they've got patience to hang on in there. If there's a delay on your end for whatever reason, they've got the patience to hang around for you. It feels like they're going to continue with this. It could also mean that they are saying no to anyone else that comes their way because they're really clear that they want you as well. If this person has got like a lot of people that are interested in them, they're saying no to those. Grounding, so they're very grounded. They know what they want. This is a very loyal kind of a person to be able to do that as well. So 10 of Swords, what's this about? Painful ending. Tell us why the 10 of Swords is here. What's going on? You, huh? They're watching you. They think you've been through a painful ending. So they might see you as being guarded and like imagine that you must have had a recent painful ending or something like that, or they've watched you go through that. It's definitely about you with that Page of Voices, Page of Swords coming out. So this person is really paying a lot of attention to you. Okay, so them could be asking friends or people that know you, like what you've been going through or something like that. I don't know. Honoring your energy and reunion of souls. So they want to be with you, but they're honoring your energy. And if you need to take it slowly, then they are taking it slowly too. So they're keeping an eye out for you. Yeah, I just feel like you might be a little bit emotional and raw at the moment, or that's the way that they see it because of that's what they're deducing or what they've been told about you anyway. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but that's what they're feeling. Be careful around you. What else? How are they feeling? Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy in your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So they do feel like you're going to be very joyful together. There's a lot of joy to be had. There's this feeling like they'll just wait for you, you know, if you are going through a painful ending or if you're not quite open emotionally yet, if you're not feeling ready, that they'll wait for you because they feel like you're a really good choice. Find a balance. They feel like this is going to be really balanced, you guys together. They see you as a balanced person, and it feels to me like they're a balanced person too. What else? This could be someone that you've met. You could be working with this person and they could have seen you go through a painful ending as well and just be biding their time too. Codependency and rejection. This could be what you've been through. Have you had codependent traits, and were you getting into relationships like that before? And those relationships can be very tricky to get over, because when we've been codependent with someone, there's a strong bond, but there's a lot of fear involved, right? About not being with that person, and that could be what it's all about feeling rejected. It's got something to do with this 10 of Swords, and that's in your energy. You might have got over it, I don't know, but they're kind of seeing that. You might still be showing signs of the defensiveness, kind of, perhaps, or closed downness. They think you're going to be very happy together and in love too. Sweet. Wow, we've got a lot of cards coming out. So they feel like you're going to be very happy together. Using a naivety. This could be them, it could be you, it could be both of you. You've been used in the past just through naivety. I was going to say naiveness. Naivety, just through naivety. So you're both sweet, open-hearted kind of thing, and have been abused because of it, been taken advantage of because of it. Feels like both of you that, and they're seeing that same thing in you. Oh, good timing for you to come into each other's lives. Nice. Manipulation and openness. Yeah. They're recognizing that both of you have been open to manipulation because you've got sweet, open hearts. You've both been used because of your naivety and both been open to manipulation before. And it feels to me like they know that that's just not going to happen with you. It's like you're more like attracts like kind of thing with this. That'll be why they've got this loyal energy and they're willing to wait for you. What do they want to say? Please forgive me. Now, what do they need forgiveness for? I don't know, but they're asking for it. Finances are a problem. Oh, okay. And I gave in to temptation. Gambling? I don't know. But finances are a problem. They might be clearing things up now. Or focused on the work at the moment. What else? To get those bills paid with. They're having a spiritual awakening right now after being betrayed. Okay. Interesting. So this stuff that they're kind of seeing in you, it might be a bit of a projection because it feels like they're seeing someone that is like-minded and have gone through similar experiences to them. It could be a bit of projection here. They've got a lot of passion and desire for you. Do you know what I mean? So if they're feeling you like held back and they're going through these painful endings and that they've been like manipulated and all of that and naive, then they could see like certain characteristics about you and then just be projecting, oh, so Shells must have been through that too. We all do that to an extent. You know, if we see like sadness on someone's face or an expression that we think is sadness and we've just been through grief, we're going to project that onto them and go, oh, they must be really sad about something, and it's not necessarily the case. They're making changes for the better in their life, particularly around money, but around other things too. And they feel lost without you. So this person is very focused on you. And yeah, they definitely want this to happen. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. And so is there something for you to do then? Let's see. Guidance for you guys together. What are the dynamics between you guys in relationship with each other? Are there any red flags that you need to know about? How can you make it work really well? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me, as we'll get in that deeper dive read as well. I'll get you entered into the second draw as well, so good luck with winning those at the end of the month. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, that I will see you in there very shortly.